at Jupiter. All is green, 4.5 minutes now away from the 88th Ariane 5 and her beginning her heavy lift campaign tonight. The Ariane 5 has a big job ahead of her. NBN Sky-Muster-2 weighs in at 6,405 kilograms. GSAT-18 at 3,404. Add that to the Silda and other support structures, and they top out at 10.6 metric tons, all about to ride a pillar of flames into the Amazon sky. And there again, you see the launch status panel. Everything is green. And of course, we like to say here in Kourou, green means go, and we are set to roll. Another place very busy right now is the Launch Control Center. We call it CDL3. There, the launch management teams are working under the direction of the Launch Operations Manager, the COIL. 4 teams working together tonight, one responsible for launch operations, a second for flight readiness review of the Ariane 5 ECA, a third follows the countdown from a quality point of view, ensuring it adheres to the standards, and the fourth oversees safety of people and facilities in the launch zone. In all, about 100 people work there. They are extremely close to the rocket. They're only 3 kilometers away. I've been there a few times. The walls are literally 1 meter thick to protect them at that close range. These teams carry out all of the checks and validations right down to liftoff. Everything has to be perfect or we don't go. Once the launcher has left the pad, the work of the CDL3 is done. Again, everything remains green. As I mentioned earlier, the 88th time we've flown an Ariane 5. They have been a total of 280 launches total here from Kourou. Tonight, Arianespace will loft its 542nd and 543rd satellites into orbit. That record of success, a tribute to the thousands of dedicated employees, not only here in French Guiana, but around the world. Their focus on absolutely the smallest detail has earned Ariane 5 its rightful place in the history books as one of the best launch vehicles ever to leave planet Earth. And at 2 minutes before the launch tonight, we see those 2 arms surrounding the Ariane 5. In Kourou, they're called the bra. They're not holding the 780-ton rocket upright. That's gravity's job. The arms are used to support the fuel lines that top off the liquid propellants. We continue topping them off till just before launch. It's really cold fuel, hot here in Kourou. Fuel boils off, so we have to keep topping them off. Closing in on the last minute before the countdown, the VIPs heading now to the balconies to watch. They have a great view as the crow flies. We are 13 kilometers away from the Ariane 5 launch site. And we're only seconds away from the DDO announcing the 1 minute mark. We will be 60 seconds away from lighting this candle and sending the Ariane 5 on her way.
Top à 0 moins 1 minute.
And at the 1 minute mark, we welcome everybody around the world viewing this live webcast on Arianespace.com. Greetings to our friends watching at Airbus Defence and Space in Europe, NBN at their headquarters in Australia, SSL in Palo Alto, California, ISRO in India, Kinéis and Arianespace in Paris, and all of our industry partners across Europe. A special hello tonight to the 700 Australians whose pictures are on the fairing of the Ariane 5. You are heading into space just seconds from now. Only moments to go. Here it is, the famous countdown in French from Kourou, French Guiana.
À tous de DDO, attention pour le décompte final. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top. Allumage Vulcain. Allumage AP, décollage. les paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
It's an e-ticket ride tonight as we rumble the Amazon jungle. The mighty Ariane 5 ECA roars into the sky over Kourou. 49 seconds into the flight, Ariane 5 has already broken the sound barrier here in Kourou. The massive Jupiter facility will be shaking momentarily as the launcher roars out over Devil's Island, made famous by the movie Papillon. 1,300 tons of thrust breaking the Ariane 5 free from the Earth's gravity. And look at those pictures. 90% of that power coming from the two boosters, each one 31 meters tall and burning 240 tons of solid propellant in 2 minutes, more than 2 tons per second. Now we feel the rumble here at Jupiter. When the boosters have done their job in less than a minute, but now Ariane will be 70 kilometers in the sky, traveling at more than a mile a second, faster than a bullet. You may recall that we had a green screen on before launch. We're going to see the numbers for the mission begin to appear on the bottom of the screen. But right now, enjoy that video. The data is coming to us from Gilat, a tracking station on a big hill behind us. 2 minutes into the flight, look at the pictures as Ariane 5 roars into the sky over Kourou. All is going green. The next big thing will be the burnout and the jettison of the twin solid rocket boosters. That will occur about 3 seconds from right now.
Séparation des étages d'accélération à poudre.
And look at that picture as you can see them clearly, the two boosters falling away and the main core, the white light, that's the Ariane 5 and our two passengers making its way into the heavens. The boosters have done their job. We don't need them anymore, and they will fall into the ocean. We've lost 600 tons in just 2 minutes. The Ariane 5 weighs about 180 tons now. As Ariane gets lighter, it goes faster. And there, that white spot of light in the middle of the screen, that is our two valuable passengers and the Ariane 5 ECA. And all is going well at 3 minutes and 8 seconds into the mission. The next big event will be the jettisoning of the fairing. It will be gone in just a few seconds.
Séparation de la coiffe.
And there it is. We watched the video so long that we almost saw that occur. Its job is done. It has fallen off about 100 kilometers into the sky. That's 17-meter fairing. We have lost 2.4 tons again. And again, the DDO says everything is normal. The launcher now 121 kilometers into the sky. There's Bruno Girard, Vice President of Ariane Space, CSG, and then Joel Donadel. He is the head of ESA's Kourou office. And a special welcome to Didier Favre, the new head of CSG for Kness. The main cryogenic stage, or the EPC, is now burning. It burns for about 9 minutes. The EPC is really just a huge fuel tank. It carries 150 tons of liquid oxygen, 25 tons of liquid hydrogen. That engine is gulping 320 kilograms, about 700 pounds of fuel every second, 500 times more than a jet engine. I have absolutely no idea what the fuel mileage is for the Ariane 5, but it's built for speed and power, and in that arena, nobody cares about fuel mileage. And I'm just happy they're not dinging my credit card to fill that baby up with fuel. And this is the 5th Ariane 5 launch of 2016. As we watch, we see on the screen the tracking stations. We'll talk more about them in a few moments. We began the year with a single satellite launch on 27 January for Ariane 5. 9th of March, we did it again We also had dual launches on 18th of June. That's the last time I was here. And on the 24th of August, plans call for the Ariane 5 to fly 2 more missions before the end of 2016. Tonight will be the 74th success in a row for the Ariane 5. Look at the beautiful replay. 5.5 minutes ago, the Ariane 5 roared off the pad. Well, tonight we will tie the record of its predecessor, the Ariane 4. While both of them are now tied, the Ariane 5 has a dramatic advantage because of its size and power. It has successfully launched 24 more payloads, totaling almost 350,000 kilos more than the historic Ariane 4 rocket. We're right on track, and the rocket is now 160 kilometers above Earth. Look at that replay again, just riding that pillar of power and the flames off the pad here at Kourou. The final target number for speed tonight, by the way, 9.3 kilometers per second. A few more interesting facts for you. NBN Sky-Muster-2 and GSAT-18 represent the 533rd and 534th satellites to be launched by Arianespace. They are also the 123rd and 124th satellites to go into geostationary transfer orbit by the workhorse of the fleet. That's the Ariane 5 that debuted here in 2002. Back at Jupiter, more of the VIPs here in the hall. All continues to go well. Very shortly, the launcher will be acquired by the Natal tracking station in Brazil. Tonight we use Galiet, which is here in Kourou on a big hill right behind us. Natal in Brazil, a station on Ascension Island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and then Libreville on the west coast of Africa, and Malindi, Kenya on the east coast of Africa. And coming up in about 10 seconds, we will be picked up by that tracking station in Natal, Brazil. Everything is going perfect right down the middle of that curve that you see in the upper right-hand side. Ariane sends data to these ground stations, tells us how the flight is progressing in real time. Later, engineers are going to pore over every single bit of that data to determine exactly how the vehicle performed every step of the way. It's one of the secrets behind the success of Arianespace. The teams evaluate every aspect of every mission, ensuring that every technical parameter was met, sharing that data, full transparency with their customers, and allowing them to learn each and every time more about this incredibly complex machine, the Ariane 5 ECA, again, that tonight will fly its 74th successful mission. You hear that everything is going normally. Next major event, the cutoff of the main stage or the EPC. That'll happen about 10 seconds from right now. You'll hear the DDO make that call, and we'll wait for that.
Extinction EPC.
And there it is. The main stage has now completed its job. It will drop away and fall into the ocean off Africa. The upper stage, or the EPC, will now burn for nearly 16 minutes. 151 kilometers into the sky, almost 7 kilometers per second. Several of the key personnel and the VIPs that are here in the Jupiter Auditorium, located right below my broadcast location. They've been here for a couple of days now. The staff of Arianespace has really rolled the red carpet out for them, and they've been touring the space base in the local area. Tonight they had the best seat for the launch. Those VIPs have traveled a long way to get here. We told you earlier that we're about 500 kilometers north of the equator in the Amazon rainforest. Why are we here? Simple physics. The Earth spins faster at the equator than it does at, say, the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And that allows the satellite operators, in many cases, to launch heavier payloads